these attempts is the problem that the consultant was brought in to address sometimes gets worse. And people were a little baffled, right? We brought in this person to work on this thing that we identified as a priority, and now we're in a worse off situation. What happened? Well, any of you, I've been in this situation, who has taken a course where you know what all the answers are before you take the course. You could have passed the test that gets you the certificate. It's usually multiple choice before you ever took the course, not because you agreed and you knew everything, but because you knew what they wanted you to say, right? When you take that kind of course and then they tell you things that you aren't convinced of or you think are flat out dangerous or false, you still often check the box and get the certificate and just forget about it on your way out the door and go back to doing your work. But some of us might feel condescended to in those cases, and that's going to come out sideways the next time there's an issue related to that in the office. And so that's why sometimes things get worse, because people don't like being condescended to, and so they get bitter and they push back. And so what does this have to do with teaching in a Catholic school? Well, one of the questions I get is, how do we deal with non-Catholics, and particularly, how do we deal with atheists in a Catholic school? People who don't share